This is definitely one of the weirdest multi-tools ever made. This is a Spyderco Spyderench. These came out back in 2000, I believe, and were made up until 2005. I believe the 2005 version was made in Taiwan. There was also a bird line of these called the Spyderench, which had a slightly different opening hole blade shape, like the rest of the bird line, and was made in China, I believe. Pretty sure. Yeah, you've got a main blade, which is a lockback mechanism, an exposed lockback mechanism, so you can see the hook there engaging with the notch and the tang. Really, really interesting. And then it just gets weirder from there. You've got a slip joint plier mechanism. So you've got a wide setting, and then you can move the pivot up into a small setting. I don't think I've seen any other slip joint plier based multi-tools. You've got a double-ended screwdriver bit with a diamond coated file center section that's also providing the detent for the pliers in the closed position. You can roll those all the way around, and this latch right here locks it in the extended position, giving you a full-size handle for your adjustable wrench on the opposite end. And then you can pull out that bit driver, or that bit with the file section, and insert it into the hex hole down here. This does have a detent as well as a detent as well. There's a little set screw here. I don't know if that's a whole little spring-loaded assembly. You can buy little set screw spring-loaded detent thingamajiggers, or if that is just a detent ball dropped in a hole with a spring and then a set screw holding it in. I didn't take that apart to find out, but it does have a nice detent to hold it in position. And then you've got 4 additional bits, one of which is a little bit loose in the holder. Comes with 2 more Phillips and 2 more flatheads, and it will take any standard bits as well. Really, really cool. Get this back in here. Put you there. You can also separate the 2 halves completely so that you could use the driver along with the crescent wrench, adjustable wrench, if you needed to drive a screw with a nut on the back side and snug it down. Or if you just want to use the knife separately on its own. You better look at the lockback mechanism there. The handles are investment cast 17.4 pH stainless. 17.4 pH is a precipitation hardening stainless. Very, very corrosion resistant. A really interesting pivot there. I just noticed there's a little C-clip in a groove on the pivot, and that is all cast into the handle. So it does not have an adjustable pivot or a traditional pivot in any sense. Yeah, really, really cool. Super stoked I was finally able to get my hands on one of these. These are highly collectible. Spyderco didn't make a whole lot of them. They didn't make them for very long. I don't know how many they made. I couldn't find actual numbers listed anywhere, but they only made them from 2000 to 2004. in Golden, Colorado, and then they made them in 2005 over in Taiwan, and then they were discontinued, as far as I know. Typically, they tend to go in the $300 to $400 range if they've got the box and papers. They were going for a little bit more, but the market's kind of down right now. So I've actually seen one sitting on Blade Forums with the box and papers for $375. I think it's still there. So yeah, there's at least one available that I know of. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Spyderench. Super stoked I was finally able to get one in the collection. Hope everyone has a good day, and I will catch you all tomorrow.